Hey, Gong Hei Fa Choi, how you guys doing? So today is the Hoi Kong Kat Yat. So today is the day where the JY team is back to the office. So we are officially started work. So I want to be starting our work week here with a live Q&A with you guys. So I hope you guys had a great Lunar New Year wherever you are in the world. How you guys doing? If you guys are feeling great and ready for a fantastic and awesome year, type a 1 on the comment section right now. Type a 1 in the comment section. Okay. Nice. Great. So how many of you guys are back at work today? If you're back at work today, type a me in the comment section so I can see you guys here. So so I'm back in my office. Haven't been back in a while because all this time we have been working from home, and but today officially is the opening, so I'm back at the office just to make sure the office is still here. All right. So I just want to conduct a very quick Q&A in regards to Noblemen. I think is a good start to the year for those of you who may need the Noblemen help. Okay, how many of you here are interested in activating your Noblemen luck? Type a Nobleman in the comment section right now. Type a Nobleman in the comment section right now. Right. Okay. So now, for those of you guys who are new to metaphysics, there are basically two parts, two major practice normally for the year. One is the astrology chart for the year. So we look at the animal signs. So we can look for nobleman signs inside the astrology chart. That's one way. Another way is to look at the Feng Shui of your house and activate the Feng Shui aspects for your house, the nobleman aspects, okay? So I realized that a lot of people always have this thing, right? I just need more noblemen. I need nobleman help. Well, I just want to make sure that you guys understand this concept of nobleman before we talk about activating nobleman, okay? So number one, when the reason why we need noblemen is because we want to have a better outcome. We want a better year. Isn't it true, right? We want something to improve, and we think that the solution is with somebody else, okay? Right? Because we want something happen in 2021, or we want a problem to be solved, or we need something, and so we thought, or we assume that the solution must be a nobleman, okay? And it doesn't help though that Chinese culture, especially if you look at traditions, are they bring help people, Listen, the way, the first thing you see, I see these questions like this, right? You see questions like Regina say, hello, I'm lack of noblemen to help me secure my sales. I need noblemen to help develop my market. Should I activate the sector? Please enlighten. You have questions like this all the time. It's always like, so if I put subtitles behind these words, the first guys, just listen to me. Don't get offended when I say this, because it's a learning point here, okay? Are you okay with a little bit of coaching today? Okay, listen, the moment we keep saying that means translation. We are fucking useless and we need help all the time. It's like, please help me, please help me. Don't do that. The first thing you want to change, if you truly want nobleman help, the first step is to increase your capacity. Okay, listen, I think winners and people who are achievers, they would recognize another achiever, or at least someone who's striving to achieve, or at least have the spirit and the mentality and the attitude to achieve. And you get better chances of getting a noble up if you rise up a little bit, because nobleman is up there. If you don't increase your capacity, your mental capacity, your emotional capacity, your social capacity, your physical capacity, and you just say, help me all the time. Listen, people see you hard and I want to slap you already right now. You have to, you see, I think that there's a saying, right? God help those who help themselves. Noblemen will also help those who help themselves first. Okay, so the first thing you want to change is that perspective. So to get nobleman, it starts with the self. You start, it's an internal job. Okay, so if you don't fix this right now, you see that this is another question here. I need nobleman to chase the small people away. This is something that I think you need to understand. The nobleman can't chase the small people away. The question is, why are you always attracting small people? Okay, so I got this from my Telegram very recently, and someone saying, I'm so hurt, so and so hurt me, even though they apologize, but they hurt me all the time. My answer to them is, listen, you have to be quick in forgiving, because some people might hurt you unintentionally, and you also have to be not so easy hurtable in the first place. Okay, I don't know if there's even such a word. Why are you so easily hurt? You have to be strong so that you're not easily hurt all the time. If you're someone so fragile and you need people to just, it's like almost stepping on eggshells all the time around you, it's very hard to be around you. Okay, so you see, the first thing you want to change, the true nobleman love, is number one, you have to become the nobleman. You have to become the person that can help yourself. So when we are using Feng Shui, we are not really attracting noblemen. I use the word activate noblemen. Activate means you become the nobleman. You become the solution. This is, I know, what do you mean I become the solution? I'm just looking for help. I want an easy way out. That's what people are saying internally. Come on, stop doing that, all right? The reason why you don't have body cells is because you keep thinking of easy way out. This world is full of people who thinks that there's an easy way out for all their problems. So they do all this shortcuts. They pray for no reason. Don't do that. What you want to pray for really is to help yourself become better first. By becoming a better person, you think better, act better, feel better. Even in relationships, you say, no, I just want to pray for nobleman to introduce a relationship to me. Okay, when a nobleman can only introduce to you a good relationship if you are also good, right? Not if you are someone that is really annoying, right, or really have very low quality of mental attitude and personality. There's no one can introduce anyone to you, because anyone you will see is also imperfect. Okay, so the thing is, it's not about trying to find a nobleman in somebody else. The first thing is you got to find a nobleman in you. Okay, this is the first step. That's the real meaning when we say we activate nobleman luck. Okay, you got to activate your nobleman luck by you becoming better. When you learn from somebody, right? When you learn from somebody, when you see someone, you will see your mentors, right? The mentor will only take you as a mentee if they see that you are ready. If you keep begging for help and begging for love and begging for all this, you will never get it. Okay, nobody likes a beggar. So please don't go out begging for love and begging for help all the time. You need to change you. That's why it's important to become aware of this, right? So this is someone saying this question: what if there's difficulties being aware and in control of your own mind and bad habits, other than daily meditation and slowly to be in control? How can we speed it up? It's very simple. It's very, very simple, Jimmy. I want to answer this question. It's a good question. So your mind, and you say the mind is hard to control. First of all, there's no need to control it. Okay, when you're doing your meditation, you don't control it. It's like, when you're meditating, what do you do with your hands, Jimmy? What do you do with your hands? Do your hands do this all the time when you're meditating? No, you just leave it be, right? What about your kidneys when you're meditating? Is your kidneys bothering you? No. How about your liver? It's still functioning. Is it bothering you? How about your heart? It's freaking beating. It's pumping blood all the time. Is it bothering you? If it doesn't bother you, why is the mind bothering you? Just leave it be. Don't pay any attention to it. That's all. Okay? But you have to pay a lot of attention to it. You keep trying to control it. That's when you have all these problems. Okay? So if it's just another thing, it's you see, I cannot stop my mind from agitating me. Listen, you don't have to stop the mind from agitating you. Just let it be. Let it do whatever it wants. Okay? You're not going to, right? Your hands don't bother you. Your kidneys don't bother you. Your ass don't bother you. Then why should your mind bother you? Just leave it be. Let it do whatever it wants. Okay? Let it do whatever it wants. You concentrate on you being you. Okay, so if that's the way to really be in the moment, right? So a lot of times people keep thinking, I want to learn how to control this, I want to learn how to control this stuff. No, you don't. Okay, this is how you actually fix this issue in the long run. So I hope that you understand this concept now. It's, you say that it's difficult to understand. It's not not difficult to understand. It's generally it's a question of being aware of it and just letting it be. It's like, sometimes, like, see, I'm not keen to learn meditation. I'm having the same problem as Jimmy. That's why it's like kids running in a room, right? If you let them bother you, they will bother you. If you say, okay, just let them do whatever they want to do, you just do your own thing. You do your own thing. So your mind should be the same. You should treat it the same way. Okay, that's how you do it. All right. Okay. So wow. There's a lot of questions here. How to become more positive energy person, always motivated, always appreciate situation and people that we meet, and prevent negative thought. David, you can't prevent negative thought. The thought itself is neither positive nor negative. It's the meaning that we attribute to the thought. The thought is just a thought, right? It's us that label it positive or negative. You understand that, David? So if you don't care whatever the thought is, it doesn't bother you. Okay, so that's how you actually not get affected by the thought. The problem is we keep thinking that this is a negative thought and there's a positive thought. I gotta keep thinking positive and stop thinking negative. It's very hard to do that, right? Just leave it be. Whatever the thought is, as long as you don't associate with that thought, you're fine. Okay, that's all. That's all. You really need to do it. Okay, so good. So here's another. I'm an optimist and try to spread around me, but some people always pour cold water on things I say or do. How do I handle this and maintain positive energy? Listen, Elaine, there's a lot of people who pour cold water on me too. All right, I'm in a business where I first started that this is like a daily shit that we have to go through, right? I mean, how many people would have said to me that this cannot be done and that cannot be done? And some even family members will say that too, right? So the thing is, what I can share with you is you cannot label that as pouring cold water on you, okay? Why don't you just, in your mind, relabel that, the perspective change a little bit and feel that, okay, they're just voicing an opinion. That's it, okay? If it's an opinion, you can either accept their opinion or not accept their opinion. It doesn't matter, okay? So if you accept their opinion, then you get hurt. You don't have to accept that. And in fact, you're going to feel the same in all types of relationships, okay? Whether it's a best friend relationship, an intimate relationship, a family relationships, it's just a relationship. And relationships need to be managed. You should write this down. It's just a relationship, and relationships need to be managed. If you don't manage, the relationship will fall apart, right? So you're not managing it. That's why you just want it to, you can't pour cold water on me. No, you're managing it. So if they're going to say that, you're going to relabel it. It doesn't matter. It's your opinion. Good. That's about it, okay? And you'll be okay. So how do you find strength to go about life's obstacle? Well, there's internal strength and there's external strength. From Feng Shui, you can get a bit of external energy to support you. And from your own internal, you can find the strength by developing it. It's like a muscle. If you use it on a consistent basis, it becomes stronger. If you don't use it, it becomes weaker. It's just like the brain, okay? If you use it to think more, you have a more active muscle. If not, it deteriorates, okay? It's just, so that's the same with strength. So in Feng Shui, there is a sector which I'll tell you you guys shortly. And later on, we will use that sector to help us enhance the energy. But internally, if you don't change, the energy doesn't stick, okay? So if you want it to be permanent, so you don't have to go everywhere and fix the Feng Shui, you want your own internal Feng Shui to be good, you have to fix your internal to have this strength. So, and that comes with practice, okay? So it can be done, all right? What is this? May I know I'm getting new content to share? New content, well, I don't necessarily think about it so much, Jennings. Then people try to think a lot about what new content they need to think of in order to create. I basically just get it from you guys, because as you can see, look at how many questions that I have in this section right now. So a lot of this content I get as a result of the questions that I receive, and I just answer the question, and it becomes a content, right? So maybe you want to talk more to the people and let the universe guide you to what content they want. I think that for me, that's the way that I do it. I hope that helps you. Okay, so before I answer more questions, go ahead and type a question here, and I'll answer as many as possible. Okay, let me explain. The Noblemen sector for 2021 is in the south. If you have already watched my video or read my Triber's Guide, you should be able to know that it's the south sector. So again, the Triber's Guide can be downloaded right here, joeyup.com/FSA2021. If you have not already done so, make sure you download this guide and read it thoroughly. The answers, like to what sector represents what, is inside this book. So the south sector is the nobleman sector. Now, again, if I don't explain it, most people think that nobleman is somebody who's going to come and help you. Okay. While that may be true, but the biggest nobleman is when you become the nobleman, when you actually become the nobleman to yourself. The person that needs to help you in the end should be you, because you are the only person that day in, day out, you are with you all the time. Even when you sleep, you are still with you. You don't actually sleep with another partner. You may think the partner is right next to you. No, there's next to you. But in you, there's only you. Okay? So you are the only one that can truly decide on whether or not you want to improve or help yourself. So you are you. Imagine the person in you is your nobleman. Everywhere you go, you find solutions. Everywhere you go, you see possibilities. Everywhere you go, you feel guided, because you are your own nobleman. But if you are someone that constantly seek assurance from outside, you need help all the time, that will stop someday. Okay, and at some point, and if you don't learn how to fish for your own, at some point you will still be back at zero, and so that cannot solve your problem, right? So someone's asking, what do you put in the nobleman sector? You put you and your brain in there. That's what you need to put. You are the conductor of energy, Marilyn. Okay, nothing else. So they do not put items and objects and shit around. That's not real feng shui. Okay, you are the most important ingredient in feng shui. Okay, so if you are using that space, you will be able to harness the energy, and you can become better by observing and learning from mentors. Any zodiac sign that should not be symbolized in the south this year, asking for a house with a tiger? No, doesn't matter. Okay, if this is the case, then every single house, the certain animal sign need to be booted out of the house. That's pathetic, right? So a lot of times people talk about feng shui without you guys understanding the whole picture. All right, true nobleman is when you actually become capable of solving your own problems. Isn't that true? Right? So and the better you become, the better, the higher quality of people you'll meet in your life, the better mentors you will have, then you truly will have nobleman luck. So it takes a bit of time for you to become that nobleman. So as you become better, you will also have improved circle of friends. There will be a smarter, a harder working group, a more positive group, optimistic group, wealthier group. As you become better, you will have this kind of friends. But you may say, no, I want to look for those friends. They might reject you, right? Because hey, you're not vibrating at the same frequency as they are. So maybe you want to change that. Okay, so this is important. So I am my own nobleman, so I will sit in the staircase with my laptop to work on the 1 star of my home. Well, I think you can just make some phone calls, and the staircase might not occupy the entire number 1 sector. There's always some sector that is out of that area, no matter how small your house would be. Okay, so sometimes you have to be a bit more flexible in applying feng shui, right? It's not always putting something at some corners. It's about you actually becoming better. And it's not a thing that you need to put items and objects to activate. The best thing is when you do perform an activity in that area. That's when you become better. Okay. Or I used to think that I'm the nobleman of my own attitude reality. For some reason, after playing the role of victim, because it's easier, it becomes a habit, a very bad habit. Yeah, so stop being a victim. It's easier to complain, all right? People like to complain all the time. Victims complain. Victims complain and they will lose the freedom. Victims are trapped. What at the end of the day, what do you think is freedom? Freedom is the ability to decide what you want to do. So do it, right? If you have the freedom to decide what you want to do and don't do it because you are waiting for other people's validation, then you just thrown away your own freedom. Then what's the point of asking for all this freedom in life? The whole idea of you trying to become wealthier and make more money is because you want to have more freedom. Isn't that so? Isn't it so, right? You think about it. If you're trying to work harder, you are trying to find a better life, is so that you have more freedom. Freedom to do what? Freedom to do whatever you want, with whomever you want, whenever you want, right? By the way, you can already do that. The question is, you don't, because you have this thing of victim mentality. You think that other people are controlling, the government is not helping, situation is not fair to me. You have all these things, I'm not like you. You are, you are not me. You don't understand me. Listen, nobody needs to be like you, and you don't need to be like anybody. Okay, so all you need to do is be happier. Let your mind do its own thing, and you decide what you need to do next. And you learn skills. You can acquire skills. Skills are all out there, right? So it can be done, right? So someone is asking, do I have love, luck, this, and if I say you don't, what do? Are you going to kill yourself? No, love is not a luck. Love is an activity. So so perform the activity, right, by being loving. If you're going to be lovable in the first place, you're going to attract your more opportunities when it comes to love. When you're lovable, some people are just unlovable. It's like really unlovable. You see the face, what, slap, huh? They're unlovable. So don't be that person. Be lovable. How to be lovable? Be someone that's jovial and fun to be with, right? Be interesting. Be someone that's so nice to talk to. Every time I talk to you, I feel, like liberated. Talking to you is fun. Talking to you is interesting. It's exciting. Of course, you get more love, right? You talk to you, wow, you complain. I don't like the weather. It's too hot. It's too sweet. It's too sour. Why it's so noisy? Why this? Why that? You want to be with this person? Of course not, right? So you got to manage that. So if you think love as a type of management, you succeed. Okay, all right. So I hope you guys understand how this works, right? So it's not that hard. And so if you're doing this thinking at the nobleman sector, which is the South, you will become that person, and you will attract the same type of person, and you will actually meet more noble people only because you become one yourself. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. So that's how you do it. So it's not that difficult. So there are. Let me see here. There's some questions here. So do you suggest a person who has strong intuitive sense to use it for decision making, or use facts and logic instead, which sometimes may go against the common sense? It's both. Okay. I think you got to use, what you're trying to say is facts and logic is intelligence. Okay. You're using intelligence to make analytical decisions, which is correct. All right. You need that to make science work, for engineering to work, for your calculations to be correct, so the building doesn't collapse. But yet again, when it comes to human matters, you got to use a bit more heart. Okay, I think that's what you are trying to say, right? Let your heart guide you a little bit. For example, how much love do you have for your mom? You cannot use facts, logic, and calculation to calculate that, to intelligently figure out the actual percentage of your love for your mom, right? Because she's a human being. So the approach is going to be different. So it's, to answer your question, is both, right? That's how you have to have a balance of both. Okay, you can't be. Some people is only relying on purely their intelligence, so they are analytical about facts and logic all the time, which is okay when it comes to finance, which is great when it comes to engineering and architectural calculations, but it's not so great when it comes to human matters. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, does Feng Shui period 8 still applicable now? Should follow period 9? Okay, so Feng Shui period 8, okay, period 9 charts can only be plotted in period 9. but we read and analyze and set up the Feng Shui based on period 9 with period 8 charts now, because the energies are already in period 9 while the charts is still in period 8. So that's the thing. I know this is my like, what? Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, it's just like if you're born with this chart, this chart now you apply the way you're applying in period 9. That's what it means. So for a house, this is why it is important for you to structure it so that it is period 9 compliant now. Okay, you don't wait till period 9. All right. So Tracy saying, I had a been career break for 1 year due to health issues. Now I'm ready to go back workforce, but due to this pandemic, many negatives are hard to find a job. I don't know what your question is. Hard is not impossible, isn't it true? Okay. Even if it's hard, you still have to do it. What's your problem? Are you complaining? You can complain, or you can find a job. Okay. So when I asked this question to a lot of people, I asked them, how many jobs have we applied? A couple. Like how many? 5. Why don't you apply to 500, Tracy? If you really want it, 500 you can do. I'm sure you'll find one. Okay. So this is why you need some Feng Shui to give you courage. The Feng Shui doesn't get you the job, but it lifts your energy so you can do that 500 applications. You will find it and lower your price then. Okay. Sometimes you have to start small to make way for big things to come in. So a lot of times people don't do it because they think that if I leave 1 year and I come back to the exact same place, okay? No, a lot of times when times have changed, you have to change. Sometimes it's okay to take a step back to move forward. What's the big deal? Okay. Wedding in March, what can I wear or do bring happiness and safety to her new family? My daughter's wedding. What can you wear? Make sure you wear a bra on your head like this. All right, and put your panties on your mouth. Don't be stupid, right or not? Come on, what do you wear has got no influence on her happiness. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, her happiness is her choice. All right, you can guide her, you can help her that way, you can teach her, but what you wear is not going to change anything. Okay, so don't follow this. You know, all this superstitions is not going to change the outcome. You need to guide her and give her a confidence and make sure she love openly and with integrity. And I think that way can be a much better help than just trying to wear something to, I don't know, who are you trying to impress? Okay, the wedding gods, right? Not gonna work. All right. So let's see here. So my south is inside bathroom. Is it okay? Of course, it's okay to use. You can use anywhere you want to use. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's. People always think that the bathroom occupies the entire sector. It doesn't. There's always some other space that's not inside there. Okay, not inside the bathroom. You can always use that. Okay. My Noblemen animals are rabbit and snake. How to get them more active? The way to do that is to look at what is the 10 god star inside the rabbit and snake. So for example, if inside the rabbit is your direct resource star, then we will perform the activities associated with direct resource. If the snake is your, let's just say, is direct wealth, then we will perform the activities associated with direct wealth as a star, and that activities will eventually become your noble person or open up the channels to noble people. Okay, that's how you do it. Can you advise me how hard work is? From your advice recently, in order to wish for something, one must fulfill certain requirements to be prepared to commit something. Yes, of course. I think it's not hard work. I don't think I work that hard other than, waking up and doing some recordings for you guys in the morning. I think you have to, when we say commit, is to commit the parts that you are willing to do in order to get what you want. A lot of people don't do something, they just want something without doing anything for it. So let's give an example, right? So let's say you want to have 6 packs. Okay, you want a six packs in your body. So to train for six packs, to get six packs, you can't just pray for it. You have to work for it, right? So what are the commitments that you're supposed to give? Well, maybe exercising 5 times a week, cardio for 45 minutes, and then you do sit-ups and all that, different types of exercise for 3 to 4 times a week, and how many reps you commit to that. And at the same time, you pray or you ask for in the universe to help you speed up the process, because you can't speed up the process, or maybe help you not be distracted by all the parties and the invitations to drink, and or to give you the discipline that you otherwise don't have, that sort of thing. Okay, that's what you need to commit in order to ask for something you can't do yourself. So it's not just hard work. If it's hard work not related to your work, and then to the goal, then it's not going to work. One example I can give you is, many years ago, I was teaching this class on Qigong manifestation, and I actually told them how you can actually do this Qigong commands and what we call equivalent exchange. So you must give something first, right? So like I said, right, to get the career-related type work, you have to give a career-related type of commitment to do something in order to get that type of outcome. But this lady says, I'm willing to do 10 push-ups. Now she's asking for an increase in sales of sorts. Her 10 push-ups has got nothing to do with that sales. So therefore, this payment is not related, and therefore the goals will not come true. Okay, so that's what you need to think about when you're saying you want to commit something. It has to be related to your original goal. Okay, let's see what are the other questions here. Define difficulty to start my own business, like how to start and where to start. And I feel I didn't achieve much in life. Hope to find Noblemen mentor, guide me in the way we want to do it. What you need is not a mentor, Lynn. What you need is inspiration. You might want to write this down. You're not inspired to start. And you may say, but I need to know exactly where to start. Listen, nobody knows where exactly to start, because the whole thing is a circle. It's like, where's the starting point of a circle? Nobody knows, right? So you could start with sales. You could start with marketing. You could start because you have a great product. You could start because you have a great following. You could start because you have a great website or a great social media presence. So where you start is a very hard to answer question, right? Because people start from all different directions. So you could start with selling a product first, right? Or you can start by creating a product. So there's no exact way to do it. But what you lack here is not a nobleman to teach you how, because the nobleman can only be there to inspire you. So what you need is inspiration. So my question to you back is very simple. Why don't you sit in the South and then you think about who you want to become? Of all the heroes out there, right? People whose lives or entrepreneurs or business is similar to what you want to begin, and you think about how you want to become like that person and what did that person do. And if you do that from the South, which is your nobleman, that person will become your nobleman without even actually becoming your actual nobleman. You sort of channel that energy yourself. So that's how you become the nobleman. Okay, you can do that. Okay, I'm just looking through the questions here. A lot of questions. What is this? I'm following your tips from YouTube. What can I do if I have no natural light? And turn on the lights. What's the big deal? Okay. Wait, so moving too fast. All right. I understand that we need to commit and put in necessary work to achieve something. Sometimes when my energy level is low, how do I pick ourselves up quite quickly? The answer to this is momentum, Lisa. You've lost momentum. That's why it's hard to start again. It's very much like going to the gym. When you go to the gym and after the difficult start and you're in it and you're exercising on a weekly basis and then you stop for 3 months, it's very hard to start again. So the question here is stay in momentum, keep in momentum. So once you keep it, no matter what you do, every day you do a little bit, right? You keep doing it. So that's how you keep your energy running all the time. The engine must not stop. Okay, you should write this down. Your engine must not stop. The moment you stop, the moment you chill, I don't know, I think you sound like a millennial. Millennials like to chill. The moment you chill, you have to restart your engine, and restarting your engine is very, very difficult. So I'm not saying don't chill, but chill at the same time. Don't stop the engine. You keep doing stuff. That way you will be able to not have to go through low energy periods again. Okay, all right, I hope that answers your question. You guys enjoying yourself today? So remember to go and download my the driver's guide. Okay, download the driver's guide and make sure you read it. And if you're not already done so, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button right now and click on the bell icon if you're not already done so, because I do live videos like this as and whenever I'm available and free to do it. So the bell icon helps you get notified every time I do this, and you can immediately click in to watch without missing a beat. And also you want to help me do one thing, click on the share button right now and share this video, or hit the like button so that this video gets noticed. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll continue to do my Telegram for a little while longer. If you guys are interested more in Parts, let me know. I'll try and talk a little bit about Parts. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day and Hoi Kong Tai Kat. Thank you so much. Thank you.